The words for today meditation is taken from the book of Genesis, chapter 1 and verse number 26. The chapter number 1, the verse number 26 says that then God said, "Let us make man in our image, in our likeness, and let them rule over the fish of the sea and the birds of the air, over the livestock, over all the earth, and over all the creatures that move along the ground." One of the most familiar words that we have gone through several times in our everyday life. So when someone became Christian, okay, when they wish to read the Bible, they used to start to read the Bible from the book of Genesis. So when they are starting to read the words from the book of Genesis, so this is the words that come in the first chapter. So today in this sermon, in this short period of time, we are going to discuss or we are going to self-analyze who we are in Christ and who Christ in us. How Christ impact in each and every day of our life. Okay, as a Christian, everybody know who we are, how God has blessed us, and how Christ play a vital role in our each and everyday life. But today we are going to self-analyze it. Okay, coming back to the verse now. It clearly says that, then the God said, "Let us make man in our image." So, in whose image we have been created? We have been created in our own God's image. So we are not the image of a human being. We are the image of the Holy God. Okay? He believed in ourselves. He believed we. So what he did, he gave his own image for us people. Okay? Now in this prayer meeting, me, Christopher is here. Our pastor is here. Our brothers and sisters are there. So they are not a humanly image. They are the God's image. Okay, we represent God in this world. We represent the God's spirit in this world. We represent God's holiness in this world. We are not at all a human being. We are the children of God. We are the children of our Holy Father. So what our Father did, He gave His own image to us. Already I have told you, today we are going to self-analyze who we are. Dear brothers and sisters, if you are thinking that you are a human being, if you are thinking that you are a son or daughter of this earthly human being, it is not at all like that. The Bible says that we are created in the image of God. So God thought we are so precious. Okay, human beings are so precious. So what He did, He gave His own image. Not only He did that, also He did in our likeness, and let them rule over the fish of the sea and the birds of the air, over the livestock, over all the earth, and over all the creatures that move along the ground. So He did not created you and me as a simple human beings. He created you and me as a ruler of this world. He gave all the authority. He gave all the powers. He gave all the rights over everything in this world. He created you and me as a king and queen. He made us to rule this world. But just self-analyze ourselves. What you are doing here in this world. We are just simply worrying. We are just living for ourselves. We are just expecting, oh, today I got my food. Tomorrow I will get my food or not. We are thinking and worrying about this earthly thing. No, my dear brothers and sisters. God created you in His own image. Not only He did that, He also gave you the power and authority to rule this world. If you think you are a normal human being, no, it is not like that. You are as children of God. You and me are children of God. He created you and me in His own image. He gave all the power. He gave all the wisdom. He gave all the rights to rule this world, to rule all the living beings in this world, the fishes in the ocean, the animals in the jungle, the people in the world. We want to rule each and everything. Whether we are going to rule them by power, like we are going to threat them, we are going to hurt them. No, we are going to rule them by the love of God, by the love of us. We are going to rule them. We have to rule them by our own love, not by hatredness, not by threatening them, not by scaring them, by saying any harm words. We are going to rule them. We have been created to rule this world by the love of God. So, I hope you are analyzing what I am trying to say. If you think you are an ordinary human being, it is not like that, friends. Okay, we are not at all ordinary human beings. We have a huge responsibility. We have a huge responsibility to do in this world. So that's why God gave His own image to each and every one of you and for me. We have been born to rule this world not by our strength, not by our power, by the power and strength of God, by the power and the love of God. God is expecting you and me to do that. If you are not doing that, one day you will be answering God. God will come to you. He will question you directly face to face. You can have answers for the people in this world. You can have excuses in the church. You can have excuses in your workplace. You can have excuses to the poor people, but not to the God. God will one day ask you what you have done. Do you have the answer for that now? If not, this is the time to think about it. Okay, now we are going to discuss, we are going to think, or we are going to see what God is speaking to us. First, I just wanted to give a strong point that you and me is not a simple human being. You and me is created by God. He gave His own image and He gave the power, authority to rule all the things in this world. Now we are going to discuss on, if you still have doubt, like are we a God's creation? What we can do with that? Okay, we will see. Matthew chapter 19 verse 26 says, Jesus looked at them and said, with man this is impossible, but with God all things are possible. If you are a human being, if you are a children of God, if you have the image of God, what God is telling us now? With man that is not that is impossible, but with God all things are possible. In your life you might think, oh my God, I can't do that. Oh, I don't have the power to do that. I don't have the knowledge to do that. How I can go to the poor people? How I can save their life? How can I tell them the gospel of God? How can I work for the God? How can I contribute for the God's ministry? If you are a human being, each and everything is very impossible. You will not at all get time to spare God. In your every 24 hours of time in your day, you will not get even single hours to spend with God if you are a human being. But if God is in you, if you think you are the image of God, you can do that. Why I am mentioning this point? Even each and every simple thing is not possible for a human being. Do you think food is the simplest thing in this world? But if God does not allow you to do that, you will never do that. If God does not provide you that food and shelter, you are not going to have it. So that's why God is telling you, Jesus looked at them and said, with man this is impossible, but with God all things are possible. So dear brothers and sisters, never ever we should think that I am living now, I am living this moment because of my own knowledge, because of my own strength, because of my own power. It is not like that. The Bible is not at all saying like that. Whatever we do in this world, that is only because of God. God gave His own image. God gave the authority to rule this world. As we are the children of God, we can able to do each and everything that we are doing now. If not, if God is not in our side, surely we are not going to do anything in this world. We will not be able to live in this world without the God's presence. So again, I'm telling you, are we the God's creation? Yes, we are the God's creation. What we can do? We can do all the things. You can cure the people. You can heal the people. You can deliver demons out of the people. You can preach the gospel. You can save the poor life. You can save the people who is going to do the sin. You can save the people who is living in the sin, and you can bring people to the heavenly kingdom. It is possible for you. Don't think you as a ordinary human being. We are not ordinary human being because God created us. If you believe, you can do that. With God, all things are possible. Dear brothers and sisters, always I wanted to tell you, just keep one thing in your mind. One day God is going to come to you. One day God is going to come to you and He's going to ask you what you have done for me. Do you have the answer for that now? Do you have the answer for that now? If not, this is the right time to think. Always keep this question in your mind. I'm keeping that question in my mind. I am doing something that God, I can give some answer to God, but still I'm just working on that. Without the God, that is not going to be possible. He is the one giving me the strength. He is the one giving me the power. He is the one giving me the knowledge. So always keep that question in your mind, what you are going to do for God. Okay, you can't tell to God, oh my God, I did this for my daughter, I did this for my son, I did this for my wife, I did this for my family. God will say, you didn't do that. I provided that. Whatever we are having it now, it's only because of God's grace, my dear brothers and sisters. We didn't do anything. If God is not giving you life today, tomorrow you are not going to do anything. So never ever we should think in the same, okay. We will go to the next verse. Ephesians chapter 3, verse 20 says that, now to Him who is able to do immeasurably more than all we ask or imagine, according to His power that is at work within us. In Tamil, we can say, நாம் வேண்டிக் கொள்ளுகிறதற்கும் நினைக்கிறதற்கும் மிகவும் அதிகமாய் நமக்குள்ளே கிரியை செய்கிற வல்லமையின்படியே நமக்கு செய்ய வல்லவராகிய அவருக்கு. The second point is that first we understood we are the God's created children. We have His own image. We can do anything. Okay, we can possibly do anything. Okay, nothing is impossible for the children of God. Do you want to finish your loan? Do you want to get out of your sickness? Do you want to get out of your all troubles in your life? Do you want to get out of your unemployment? Yes, it is possible. But we can't do anything. Only God can do everything. So what you have to do, you have to sit in the feet of the God and you have to pray. Until and unless you pray for your needs, pray for your things, God, He will give everything on His own time. If you need, you just sit on His feet and cry for that. God will surely answer your prayers. Okay, the second thing, here God is giving you promise. Like as you are the children of God, if you expect less, God is able to provide you more than your expectation. If you want something very less, He is in the position to give you more. In my own personal life, I'm experiencing it each and every day. When I was struggling to build our church, we never had any resources to build our church. I was praying to God, God, give me an opportunity to build your church. I don't have any money. I don't have any source. God, how I am going to do that? God, you just provide me the help. I was praying for an year. I was praying whole year for that. And I was very, very severely hardly working to go to Ethiopia. Ethiopia is a small African country. I was trying to get a job there. I thought God will provide me the job there. I can make more than a lakh there each and every month so that I can save some amount of money. I can finish off all my loans and I can build my church. I was desperately trying to go to Ethiopia. So in Chennai, right? In Chennai, each and every month, few universities from Ethiopia, they will come to Chennai. In some hotels, they will conduct the interview. So I will go to that interview, even though I am not eligible to attend that interview. So they will expect only the PhD scholars, but I'm just a ME holder. I'm just a master of engineering degree holder. I used to go there and I used to wait there for whole day. They will never allow me inside to enter the interview hall. I will just sit outside in the chair and I will just continuously keep asking prayer to give me a chance to go inside. That I got from God because I surrendered myself to build His ministry, to build His church, to whatever I need in my life. I just wanted to give that to my church building. So that was my one and only aim in my life. So God saw that ambition, God saw that eagerness. So what He did, He, instead of making me to go to Ethiopia, He made me to come to this Cayman Island. So here in this island, God gave me a good life, and still now God is providing me each and everything. So dear brothers and sisters, each and every one of you will have these kind of testimonies. Okay? From where we got the testimonies? From the God. So God is able to do anything. If you are expecting something low, God is able to provide you higher things. You never imagined about it. You don't know what is God's plan. I see Brother Tirunav Karasi here. He is struggling to get a job. Okay? In each and every family, there are many people who are struggling to do something. All your struggles will come to an end if and only if you are spending time with God. If you believe in God, if you believe in yourself that you are the creature of God, if you believe that you are image of God, He will do that. By your strength, by your knowledge, by your education, by your wealth, by your health, you will not be able to do anything, my friends. Only God can provide you. If you are not seeking God, if you are not spending time with God, God is not going to provide you anything. How can we analyze ourselves? Like, if you are spending more amount of time in your mobile phone, if you are spending more amount of time in watching TV serials, watching cinemas, watching songs, it means that you are not seeking the God. It means that you are not giving God the first importance. You are giving the television the first importance. You are giving the mobile phones the first importance. If you spend more amount of time in those things, God is never going to bless you, my friends. God will never bless you. God hates that thing. God does not like those things. He wanted you and me to sit on His feet and to pray. If you don't like to pray, take a songbook, just keep singing the Jesus song. Any word from that song will change your life. The power of the God's word, it's tremendous. Even a single word from the God's word can change your life. Okay, now we go to the next thing. Am I scaring you? No, because God is telling you, Isaiah chapter 41, 10th verse say, "So do not fear, for I am with you. Do not be dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you and help you. I will upload you with my righteous right hand." In Tamil, "நீ பயப்படாதே, நான் உன்னுடனே இருக்கிறேன். திகையாதே, நான் உன் தேவன். நான் உன்னை பலப்படுத்தி உனக்கு சகாயம் செய்வேன். என் நீதியின் வலக்கரத்தினால் உன்னை தாங்குவேன்." Hallelujah. This is one of the most powerful word that God is telling you. Never ever be dismayed or don't fear for anything, because God's righteous hand is with you. God is looking after you in each and everything, my friends. So here Isaiah chapter 41 verse 10 says that you do not fear for anything, my friends. I know each and every day we are under some sort of fear in our life. Okay, God is telling you, do not fear, because He is our Father. Christopher, Mr. Balraj is not my father. Abhi Pradeep, Mr. Ravi Abraham is not our father. For each and every one of us listening to this sermon now, our God is our Father. This world will vanish one day. All our brothers and sisters, all our mother and father will vanish one day. They will not help us. They can't help us. But our God, He is able to do anything for us. Okay, நீ பயப்படாதே, நான் உன்னுடனே இருக்கிறேன். திகையாதே, நான் உன் தேவன். நான் உன்னை பலப்படுத்துவேன். Jesus is telling you, Jesus will strengthen you. And He will uphold you with His righteous hand. His hand will hold you. Okay, when we are in His hand, we will never be dropped. When we are holding His hand, we might leave His hand at any moment of time. Today I am saying you, God, I will never leave your hand. I will always hold your hand. When I see television, when I see mobile phone, when I see my friends, when I see something sinful in this world, what I'm going to do? I'm obviously going to leave the hand of God. But when God holds your hand, He will not leave you. You can't escape from Him. That is what happened to Jonah. God asked him to go to some place. Okay, He asked him to go to Nineveh, but he went to Capernaum. God sent a whale. Okay, the whale swallowed Jonah and it vomited him where he have to go. This is what will happen in our life. When God tell you something, when we didn't listen it, we will be in the stomach of the whale. We will be in some sort of trouble. When we are not listening to God, surely something will come to our life which will trouble us, which will threaten us, which will make us sad, which will make us to fear. But don't worry, God will not leave you. You have to go through that pain, my dear friends. If you are not listening to the word of God, surely you will have to go through that pain. But God will not leave you, my friends, because you are God's children. He will beat you up. He will scold you up. He is like our Father. Those things will be very painful, but He will not leave us. He will protect us. He will surely protect us. Okay, so far we have discussed, so far we have understood what God's plan in our life. We are the God's creature. He created us in His own image, and because we are the God's children, we can do anything in this world. It is possible to do anything in this world. And we can do greatest things that nobody else can do. And God is always with you. Do not fear. Right now you may be in some serious trouble. Right now you might have lakhs and lakhs of loans that you want to repay. You do not worry. When you sit on the feet of God, God will open doors for you. If you can't do that, God will provide that from the heaven. You will not be able to do anything, my friends. If you have lakhs of loan, how will you repay that? When you have sickness in your body, how can you get cured by yourself? Everything will have to come from the heaven. So we should be in the position to deserve that. Just think that whether you are deserved to get that from the God. If you are not deserved, now make yourself deserve, friends. Okay. Now we discussed about few things that God wanted to talk to us. Now the second thing, I'll soon finish the thing. Now the second thing, we have to be a strong believer, my friends. All the words now we are listening to is from the heaven. When I was preparing for my sermon, God, what I want to talk, what I want to deliver, what I want to deliver in this meeting, God told me one thing. Can you live without me? That was the question God asked me. When I was praying day before yesterday, I was crying and praying and I was talking tongues. God is doing some mighty things in that prayer. God asked me one question. Can you do anything without me? The answer is no. Not only me, nobody in this meeting, nobody can do anything without God, my friends. If God is not with us, we are nothing. If God didn't created us, we are not in this world. So God gave us a very good opportunity at least to become a human being. So what we have to do, we have been created in his own image, so we have to reflect God, my friends. In our each and everyday life, we have to reflect God. Without serious prayer, without spending more amount of time with God, without receiving his holiness, without receiving his spirit, you will not reflect God, you will reflect yourself. Your reflection is this worldly reflection. When you receive everything from the heaven, the reflection will be holistic. You will be the light to this world. You will bring a lot of people to the light. So for that you should have belief, my friend. You have to have a strong belief in the God. Without the strong belief, nothing is going to happen, my friends. I am a Christian from my birth. Everybody, most of the people in this meeting are Christian from birth. But what we have done for God, what we have made to make God happy, we didn't do anything. So this is the right time, friends. We have to think. We have to think. We have to work for God. God's second coming is very, very soon. God will come to each and every one of you and he will ask what you have done so far to me. You should not say, God, I was playing games, I was spending time with Facebook, I was doing TikTok, I was watching songs, I can sing very good songs. No, you are going to hell. God is going to throw us in the hell, my friends. So we are the people who belongs to the heaven. So we have to take at least few people with us to the heaven, my friends. Have strong belief. God is going to deliver you from all your troubles. God is going to give you all you need. Only one thing we have to do, our friends. Sit with the God. Spend more amount of time in the prayer. When you do prayer for more and more hours, the amount of power that you get, the amount of satisfaction that you are getting, the amount of peace that you are receiving from the God is abundant. Nobody in this world can provide you that. Even your family, even your preacher, even your pastor, even anybody in this world can provide you that peaceness. That peace comes from the heaven. When you receive something from the heaven, it is pure. You can drink water, you can purify the water, but water is polluted with a lot of chemical. But when something comes from the heaven, it is the purest form thing. So whatever we get from the heaven, it is the purest thing. Receive the purest peace. Receive the purest happiness. Receive the purest wealth. Receive the purest health. You can be light to this world. Have strong belief, my friends. Philippians chapter 4 verse 13 says that I can do everything through him who gives me strength. You will not be able to do anything by your own strength. In Tamil, என்னை பலப்படுத்துகிற கிறிஸ்துவினாலே எல்லாவற்றையும் செய்ய எனக்கு பலன் உண்டு. I want everyone to say these words in your heart right now. என்னை பலப்படுத்துகிற கிறிஸ்துவினாலே எல்லாவற்றையும் செய்ய எனக்கு பலன் உண்டு. I want you to say these words in your heart. Keep that words in your heart. God is the one who strengthened me. By His name, I can do anything. Believe that. You are having the ability, you are having the power to do anything in this world. I can do everything through Him who gives me strength. Hebrews chapter 11 verse 1 says that, now faith is being sure of what we hope for and certain of what we do not see. In Tamil, விசுவாசமானது நம்பப்படுகிறவைகளின் உறுதியும் காணப்படாதவைகளின் நிச்சயமா இருக்கிறது. Dear brothers and sisters, one of the most beautiful words that God has given to us. If you don't see some good things in your life, it doesn't mean it is not there. If you want to become rich, if you want to become peaceful, if you want to become happy, if you want to become spiritual, if you want to become holy, as you don't have that now, it doesn't mean it does not exist. It is there with God. It is there with our Father. What you have to do, you just want to believe that. You just want to hope that you will get it. When you hope that, God will surely provide you the peace, the happiness, the peaceful life, and whatever you are looking out for. Believe, friend. Okay, Jesus, when you read many books in the New Testament, God made miracles when people believed. So that's the key point, my friends. God made miracles. God healed people. God gave vision to people. God get rid of the demons if they believe. So all we need is a belief. If you get time, just go and read the New Testament. It will talk to you. The words will talk to you. When you want to receive miracle from the God, the first thing you have to believe. Okay, in the New Testament, you can see, you can read, whoever received miracle from God, they believed God. God told them, your belief rescued you. Your belief blessed you. So He is looking at your belief, my friends. You have to believe that God can do anything in your life. Okay, don't take these words like Christopher is talking. Okay, Christopher is just like a mediator. I got an opportunity to share these words today. I am sharing it. But all the words are coming from the Bible. Okay, whenever you listen to any sermon, they are not talking it. If they are talking with their own power, own wisdom, own knowledge, that words will never touch you. That words will never go into your heart. But all these words I am talking that are in the Bible. God sees your belief. If you believe in God, okay, if you give first priority to the God, God will give you the first priority. Again, I'm telling you, if you have time, go and read the book of Matthew. You will understand that what I'm saying. Whoever got blessing from the God, whoever got miracle from the God, they believe God can do that. If you still say that I didn't get any blessing, I didn't get any miracle, it means we are not believing the God 100%. Somewhere in deep of our heart, we are thinking, okay, what is going to happen? When it is going to happen? Whether God is going to do that for me? Somewhere in your deep in your heart, you are having that kind of thinking. So that's why you are not receiving that blessing. Even myself, I am talking to that point to myself. Even in my heart, even though God gave me whatever I don't deserve, still I have that disbelief sometimes, many times. So that's why I'm not going to the next level. Is the preaching for myself. I'm just sharing the things with you, dear friends. Finally, Isaiah chapter 40, verse number 31. But those who hope in the Lord will renew their strength. They will soar on wings like eagle. They will run and not grow weary. They will walk and not be faint. In Tamil, கர்த்தருக்கு காத்திருக்கிறவர்களே புது பலன் அடைந்து கழுகு போல் செட்டைகளை அடித்து எழும்புவார்கள். அவர்கள் ஓடினாலும் இளைப்படையார்கள், நடந்தாலும் சோர்ந்து போகார்கள். We have to wait on God. When we are waiting on God, God will give you new strength. That new strength will be abundant, my friends. You will fly like an eagle. Even though you run in your whole life, you will not get tired. It means you will never face any kind of sickness. You will never face any kind of tiredness, financial tiredness, like this health-wise tiredness, unpeaceful life. You will never face anything like that if you wait on God, if you hope on God's thing. Okay, friends. So with this, I just wanted to conclude. God has given a powerful word. You are not at all an ordinary human being. You are God's creature. God's created in His own image. It means we have the responsibility to reflect God. We should not reflect ourselves. Our reflection will spoil the community. Our reflection will spoil the people. But when we reflect God, it saves people's life. So you have the huge responsibility of reflecting Jesus Christ, of reflecting our Heavenly Father. You should not reflect your sins to this world. You should reflect God's holy to this world. That's the duty of a Christian. And next thing, you can do all impossible thing. Believe in that. When you believe, everything is going to happen. Everything is going to happen. All you need is belief. Dear brothers and sisters, make a commitment today. Just make a covenant with our God today. From today, spend at least 1 hour of time in prayer. Okay, whatever it may be. Okay, whatever problem you may be going through. I don't know, God knows that. If you need answer from Him, just wait on Him. Don't believe in your own strength, friends. Nothing is going to happen by your own strength. If you have a good educational degree, if I have an educational degree, millions of people in this world are having that degree, have that qualification. But among those million, God has provided you that employment. We have to think about it, my friends. There are many knowledgeable people in this world, but still God gave us the employment. It's a God's thing. Okay, we didn't get anything by our knowledge. We are nothing. We don't know anything. We know something, that's all. We know something. We don't know everything. But there are many people in this world who know everything, but they're still struggling somewhere. Among those people, God has chosen you and me. He provided us the employment. Because we are having that employment, we can able to feed our children. We can able to feed our people. Think if God take that from us today, where we will go? What will happen in our life? So make sure, friends, we spend time to God. It's a worthy time. It will boost your life. It will help you to grow in the glory. Never take God's time, my friends. When you spend time with God, when you pray with Him, God will fill you with the happiness, fill you with the peace. Make your kids to sit in the prayer. If you are a family, make your wife, children, make your husband, children. Everybody have to pray. There is nothing going to happen if you spend an hour of time to God. You are not at all going to lose everything. Think about it, my dear friends. Surely you will thank God for this message. It's a God's message. God is, I don't know whether we are doing that or not, but God is asking us to spend time in His presence. You will have to do that. Finally, I'm going to conclude this sermon by saying only one message. The answer for this verse is with you. In Matthew chapter 21, verse 19 says, seeing a fig tree by the road, he went up to it, but found nothing on it except leaves. Then he said to it, may you never bear fruit again. Immediately the tree withered. In Tamil, அப்பொழுது வழியருகே ஒரு அத்தி மரத்தை கண்டு அதனிடத்திற்கு போய் அதிலே இலையை அன்றி வேறு ஒன்றையும் காணாமல் இனி ஒரு காலம் உன்னிடத்தில் கனி உண்டாகாதிருக்க கடவது என்றார். உடனே அந்த அத்தி மரம் என்ன ஆயிடுச்சு? பட்டு போயிட்டு. This is our life. That fig tree is me. That fig tree is you. That fig tree is our pastor. That fig tree is Mr. Ravi Abraham. That fig tree is Mr. Tirunavkar. So that fig tree is Mano. That fig tree is Annie. That fig tree is Sister Kalevani. That fig tree is Abhi. Whoever, everybody in our family, we are that fig tree. God will surely come to you one day. You may be rich. You may look so green. You may look so fleshy. God does not want that. God saw that fig tree was so good. He went to that fig tree, but he never see even a single fruit there. When God didn't see any fruit, that's the end of our life, our friend. We will live in this world, but there will be no blessing, there will be no peace, there will be no happiness, there will be no grace. I am the fig tree now. I am self-analyzing me. Do I have any fruit to God? Do I have anything to God? Whether I can make my God happy, the God who created me, do I have anything to give back to Him? I don't have anything. I never gave Him anything. I am feeling hurt for that. I want to give something to my God. So I decided, God, I am going to give my time to you. I'm not going to lose anything, my friends. If I'm giving time to Him, I'm not going to lose anything. This is what our Christian people are not thinking about. God is not asking your money. God is not asking your wealth. God is not asking anything else. All He needs is little bit of time from you, my friends. Just spend an hour of time with Him, or whatever time you can spend with Him. Just spend time with Him. Everything will come along with that. You will get peace, you will get happiness, you will get a strength to face anything. You will become very good in your spiritual life. Whatever you want to give to God, give to God. Your time, your tithe, your offering, don't take anything out of the God. It is not going to bless us. It will never bless us. God, everything came to us from God. So it's our responsibility to give back to Him. God will surely come to us one day, and He will look for the fruit. Oh, I planted the tree. Can I get some fruit? If He don't see any fruit, He is going to get disappointed, my friends. He is the God of grace. He is the God of mercy. He is the God of love. But one day there is a day called Judgment Day. We are going to stand there. That's what the Bible is preaching. That's what we are believing. So we have to be prepared with our answer. When we go to the Judgment Day, we have to tell God, God, I have this thing for you. God, I have done this thing for you. We have to have the answer. We have to make God happy. By this, we are concluding this sermon. I hope God has spoke to you something. I hope God has given us some clear idea what we have to do as a Christian. As a Christian, we have to give our time to God. When we are giving time to God, God will guide us what we have to do. We will come to know which is good and which is evil. He will give us a knowledge to do good things and not to do bad things. He will give a clear vision about your life. He will give a clear vision about your family. He will give a clear vision about your children's life. We will not be able to do anything, friends. As a father and mother, we can do something, but it's up to the God who can make that thing perfect. Whatever we do with our knowledge, with our strength, sometimes it might go wrong even. But when God does something, nothing will go wrong. So don't do anything. We should not do anything by our own knowledge. By God's knowledge, we have to do everything, friends. By this, we can have a small word of prayer.